Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. The international football is finally over and it's that part of the season, it's that jittery part of the season, that nervousness and everything. And it's, I don't know what else you can use to describe this part of the season. You want it as a fan, that in this part of the season you're involved in the later stages of almost most competitions. You are in with a chance at this stage to win the Premier League and stuff, and yet you feel nervous and you think, why am I being put through this trouble all over again? So it's kind of both kind of a feeling that's actually something which is very very ironic, I would say, very interesting, very fascinating, I find. Julian Alvarez starting as striker for us, no Erling Haaland. Obviously, a lot of people are having mixed opinion on this. We'll talk about it. Just give me a moment. Yes, so there's no Erling Haaland uh, today, so that is actually an interesting thing. I know he suffered through injury and stuff, but I don't know how much will it affect the style of play. Will we still go with the through ball to Haaland, that kind of a stuff, or do we play almost that false nine way in which City is always known to play? You just don't know. It's gonna be interesting. The approach is gonna be interesting, and especially the positioning of John Stones, because I always thought that if Alvarez is playing up front, I think you don't need a John Stones at right back. You probably would have preferred a Kyle Walker at right back, because the reason why Pep is playing Stones at right back is to bring extra numbers into the midfield. But with the Alvarez having the technical ability, the know-how, the nous, and the finesse and everything to drop into the midfield, link up play. I don't know why he's playing Stones at right back. Vinay says without robot doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel the same, right, Vinay, without robot. Especially in the goal scoring form, he's in Leipzig, demolished them. Burnley demolished them. He's just been absolutely superb. And also Erling Haaland has been, learning to play with us a lot more recently before the international break and stuff and stuff like that. So let me just, connect my audio and stuff. It just doesn't feel right. I'll just set my Yeah, it just doesn't feel the same without Erling Haaland. The game has started, City have kicked it off. Ederson will be crucial today, and there's immense pressure on this match. I know it doesn't quite feel the Liverpool games in the past, like in the last 3, 4, 5 years, but still it's a big game. Liverpool potentially could be the kingmaker here in this title race. They play Arsenal after this, so both those results, how they play against us and how they play against Arsenal, could potentially shape the Premier League title race. City are passing out from the back. City are trying to play through Liverpool press here. We're very confident. We're almost going on the front foot. This is very good. This is very interesting. That's a good ball played early on and it's kicked out. Positive start. Overall, it's a positive start, I must say. City with a throw in. And Gundogan's down. Don't know what happened. Didn't see that clip. Fabinho had a hand on Gundogan. Fabinho had a hand on Gundogan's face. Lot of talk around Gundogan as well that he's potentially going to leave for Barca and stuff like that during the international break. Especially the Spanish journalists, they made it seem like Gundogan to Barca is all but set and done and things like that. But honestly, I think if not now, it's just a matter of time. Maybe Gundogan will be here one more year and then he might actually leave. So it's just a matter of time. Fans, whatever fans might think maybe we can get one more year from Gundogan. So we need to plan for life, after Gundogan as well. That's a good ball from Liverpool and it's well cleared up. Not a good clearance anyway. And Liverpool get the ball back. This is already has the makings of a classic here. Both the teams playing end to end, both Klopp and Guardiola. Whatever you might say about them, they will never want to deny the spectators a spectacle, a classic, because all the matches which Liverpool and City have played between 2017 and 22, most of them, 95% of them have been thrillers, have been high pressure games. Even when in title races, there were games like 2-2, 2-1, that Etihad 2019 title race. So it's always been entertaining. Neither of these have been managers who wanted to sit back and then hit us on the break. There's a ball on to Julian Alvarez. Gundogan doesn't choose to play that. I know he was under pressure, but Liverpool are pressing high actually. There's an opportunity to make that run there, to play that ball to Julian Alvarez. Probably he's not making the run as well, and they're also not playing that ball. Switch. He's lost the ball. He's lost the ball in the midfield again. Allison, can we get some purchase out of him by pressing him high? City are doing well to retrieve the ball here. We're on the front foot, but we must make this dominance count. We must make this dominance absolutely count. Riyad Mahrez, it's a three at the back, and then Rodri Stones dropping into the midfield, 3-2, and then it's the four attackers, and then Julian Alvarez up top. So I think this is the formation Pep has decided on from now on until the end of the season at least. This is the formation I think he'll deploy in the big games, in the very big games, Champions League and stuff. Jack Grealish has done wonderfully well over there. That's a foul in favor of City. What a run by Jack Grealish there. He took on one, two, three people and Fabinho had to foul him. Fabinho had to absolutely foul him. There was no way. That is the strength of Jack Grealish. That is what Jack Grealish is in for in the team. And people say Grealish is not getting goals, assists. That is true, but he's at least doing his job now because early on in his first year or so of the career of his City career, he wasn't even doing that. That also well. So at least his shielding the ball is performing the role well. Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne swinging a ball in. Riyad Mahrez getting to the ball. Allison, a simple catch from Allison. More than Erling Haaland, how much are we going to miss Phil Foden? It's almost like you're missing two of your three members who are critical attackers of your team. So Foden has been in scintillating, rampaging form. Robertson has not been in good form as well. So I would have loved to see Foden running through Robertson and then Grealish targeting Trent Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk also is not the Van Dijk of the past. He's not the Van Dijk of 17 to 21. Sort of that time Van Dijk was untouchable. There was a period, that 2 year period, 3 year period when no attacker in the Premier League dribbled past Van Dijk. That was supremacy of Van Dijk, but he's not the same Van Dijk right now. Fabinho, Grealish is doing a good job on Fabinho there. It's the second one into Fabinho and one more, and I think Fabinho is going to get booked. He'll get a yellow there. It's just a matter of time. That's a clear foul from Fabinho. And the repercussion of Fabinho getting booked early is Fabinho has to protect Trent as well sometimes down that side. You can see Fabinho being on the side of Trent most of the times to protect him from 1v1s from Jack Grealish. So that would mean Trent will be left much more on his own, and that's a good plan actually. Try to isolate Trent. City with a free kick and Nathan Ake, what a sensational player he's been. There was this friendly right where Netherlands lost three. I think it's against Germany or something. I don't know, but Netherlands lost 3-0 or so, and all of those goals came down Van Dijk's side. Ake was so disciplined even in that 3-0 demolition. See, that's the level which Ake is at now. He's become an absolute monster of a defender. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. Jack Grealish in behind Liverpool's defense. Rodri does well to get a touch on it. Kevin De Bruyne. Ah, that was a good ball in there. It was Gundogan, I think, who couldn't just get the header down. Vishal says Liverpool to win today. May the best team win, Vishal. That's the only thing. Nothing. Our defense is looking pretty solid. I mean, before Champions League quarterfinal sort of a thing in the last 3-4 years, I think this is the best I've seen our defense look. Extremely solid. I haven't seen such a good defense, such a good back three or back four for us in a long, long time, especially at this part of the season. Last season we had injury problems, Cancel out, Walker out, so many. Before that as well, we had some centre back problems. But this season, Champions League knockout stages, quarterfinals, it's just looking. So bad ball from Julian Alvarez there. Could it cost us? That's well defended there. That's well defended. I think it's Mahrez who's come back and helped us centre back out. City have not yet. I know City have been the better team so far, but City have not yet, tested Allison. Manuel Akanji. That's a good touch. That's a good touch. Bloody hell, my video player just paused for a while, but Kevin De Bruyne. Good ball from De Bruyne. Good shot, but Haaland catches it. Either teams on both sides will be having uh, supporters from the opposition teams this match. Arsenal fans obviously would want Liverpool to win, but there are teams like Newcastle fans, for example, they would want City to win this match. Probably even Spurs fans, probably even United fans, Brighton fans. So it's a lot of repercussions on either side of the table with this. It's not just a result which in the past 3, 4, 5 years would just affect the top of the table, but it will affect the entire top four thing in the title race. So a very interesting match. Liverpool have played a nice combination of 1-2 over there, and that's an ambitious switch from Fabinho, but Nathan Ake is. They're trying to overload Nathan Ake. They're trying to do a 2v1 on Nathan Ake. Jack Grealish is not yet tracking back. No, Guardiola might want to have a word with Grealish, but Grealish is surprisingly staying high up. Mahrez is kind of coming back and helping, but Grealish is staying high up, and it's Natanake almost being told to deal with 2v1s on his own. So it's very interesting. Natanake, Rodri, Ederson, Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne does well to get it away from Henderson, I think it is. Play to Grealish, play to Grealish. Jack is free, Jack is free. It's a good early ball to Jack Grealish. He's played it to Kevin De Bruyne. Ah, I think Jack Grealish should have actually gone for the shot over there, but that's a foul on Kevin De Bruyne, and we got a free kick. But for a moment there, when Jack Grealish was dribbling through, I thought he had two options. He had an option to shoot it, or he had an option to pass it to Kevin. He took an option to pass it to Kevin. We want Jack Grealish to evolve to such a level that at that juncture he takes the decision to shoot it actually, because that was a great angle for Jack Grealish to shoot. I know when you Kevin De Bruyne nearby, you choose to pass to him, but that is where you sort of want Jack Grealish to evolve eventually, to go and take that responsibility. Even though your star player is just beside you, to go and take that responsibility to shoot. Kevin De Bruyne with the free kick, it's an absolutely fantastic angle for both De Bruyne and Mahrez. Probably I would want a left foot of Riyad Mahrez to take it, but if it's De Bruyne, then it doesn't matter. De Bruyne is the right-footed player, but generally you would want a left-footed Riyad Mahrez to take it. So this is a great, fantastic angle for Riyad Mahrez there. But if De Bruyne wants to take it, who can oppose him? De Bruyne with the free kick. Mahrez is taking it. Ah, that was so close. So close. For a moment, I thought it actually went in. I thought it actually went in. Ah, didn't curl enough. This is where you think Sal Gundogan, I mean, Sal Gundogan in the sense if Gundogan goes, just bring in James Ward-Prowse, Grealish foul, Ward-Prowse free kick. That would have been a goal. The referee is allowing the game to play. That is actually good. Kevin De Bruyne got the ball momentarily, and Liverpool have the ball now. It's a 4v4 at the back. It's a 4v4 at the back. Natanake 1v1. Natanake 1v1. Well defended. I think Ake with the block. Again Ake with the block. Wonderful, wonderful defending from Nathan Ake over there. It's just 15 minutes gone, and I guess there's no need to panic. The Liverpool centre backs are passing the ball among themselves, so it's interesting. Liverpool are still trying to figure out the structure on how to break us down, but City seem to have figured it out. That comes from the tactical notebook of the coaches. Liverpool have scored. Bloody hell, Liverpool have scored. How did that happen? How did that bloody happen? Wasn't it an offside? No, he's bloody playing him on. I think it's Akanji who's yeah, it's Akanji who's playing him on. Sakanji, who's playing him on. Good goal by Salah, but ah, I don't know why they didn't just go up because that's just schoolboy stuff. Yeah, it was a good goal, but it was just childish defending from Manuel Akanji. You just can't do that. We need to get back into this game as fast as we can. That too, it's at the Etihad. It's at our home, so that's another thing. If it's at Anfield, then it's a different thing. The Etihad, and you just can't allow it. Doesn't happen that Liverpool win at the Etihad. When was the last time Liverpool won at the Etihad? Vishal says refereeing before the goal was shocking. There was a blatant foul by Rodri a couple of minutes ago. It's better not to talk about the refereeing. Refereeing has been shambolic this season, anyways. Salah has kicked the ball out. I think he'll get a yellow card. I think he'll get a yellow card. He should get a yellow card. He's just kicked the ball off. That's a clear yellow for Mohamed Salah. You just can't do that. Just can't kick the ball. We must score a goal before half time at least. We must score a goal. I know the game's not done. The game's not done. Of course, if you're a City fan, you believe the game's never done until the final whistle's gone. A lot of moments in our history of winning titles. So, but in general, not talking about my team or your team or any other team, the standard of refereeing has not at all been good this season. It's just gone lower and lower the levels. Not just in the Premier League, I think the Premier League has touched the lowest of the low in terms of refereeing standards, but in general, around Europe as well, refereeing standards have not been that good. It almost seems the City are shocked now that this is what you have to face if you want to win a third Premier League title in a row, something that's been done only once, I think, in the history of the Premier League by Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United. So this is what you're facing. Jack Grealish has been getting a lot of space. He's been getting a lot of space. Ah! What a chance that was! What a chance that was! Should have been 1-1. What a chance that was! Close range, and who was it? Who slipped there? Was it Gundogan? I don't know, but someone slipped over there. Jack Grealish again. Ah! What a save by Allison! What a save by Allison! That was another chance. What a hit by Mahrez and what a save by Allison that is. That was a good chance again. That was surely going in the back of the net. What a volley from Riyad Mahrez over there. Was it a save or Did the ball just, I don't know, I can't tell even from the replays what happened there. That just missed, I guess. That just went over from Riyad Mahrez. City have responded well to going behind. We responded extremely well to going behind. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez 1v1. They have doubled up on Riyad Mahrez and Diego Jota. They're just shielding the ball, but City have responded well to going behind. We've responded on the front foot. Honestly, we had two good chances, and Mahrez for his standard should have kept it lower. At least made Ellison make a save. So it was offside anyway. It's offside anyway. A little bit more panic, but whenever Liverpool are playing those balls over the top, City are looking a bit shaky, I guess. But this is clear offside from Cody Gakpo. Kevin De Bruyne there. City will know that they can't afford to drop any more points. The ball just not reaching Julian Alvarez. But City get the ball back. Liverpool have been a bit careless in possession this match and this season as well on a whole. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, Nathan Ake. Well done to Jack Grealish. Nathan Ake again. Gundogan, Jack Grealish. That's gone out for a City throw, I guess. Yes, it's a City throw. City are combining well at the edge of the Liverpool box. It's just that we need to get the final ball right, the final pass right. That is what is missing. Rodri, Nathan Ake, Jack Grealish, Rodri with the touch, Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, Riyad Mahrez driving, and it's a City corner. Jordan Anderson with the kick that is conceded the corner. So Kevin De Bruyne. Jack Grealish one-on-one with Salah, and what a defending by Jack Grealish. What are we doing here? We're sabotaging ourselves. If Jack Grealish, no one on the pitch would have got up there with Salah. It's Jack Grealish. Look at him, 1v1. Jack Grealish going over there. Wonderful. Otherwise, Salah would have gone, or Gakpo, I think, on the other end would have had a tap. And what the hell is that defending? This is why people want Josko Guardiola to come as soon as possible. Sometimes Akanji can switch off. Who was it there? It was Cancelo in the first game, if you remember it. Anfield who switched off and conceded the points to Liverpool, all three. Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez dribbling 1v1. What a dribble by Riyad Mahrez to go inside. Jack Grealish. Julian Alvarez, what a finish! Julian! Wow! What a goal by Julian Alvarez! This is a perfectly scripted Pep Guardiola goal. Look at Erling Haaland go berserk in the crossing room with his dad. That has to be one of the great moments of this match. Erling Haaland going berserk with his dad in the crossing room. Wow! If he's not on the field, Haaland makes his presence felt wherever he is. But what a goal! What a move that is! Mahrez, Grealish, Alvarez. When was the last time you saw this move? Is he off? Is Mahrez off? No, he's not off. Yeah, he's on. He's on. For a moment, when I had my, I didn't know what to speak. I just saw Mahrez off. Oh God, no! After the well-drafted goal, it would just have been poetic injustice. It might have been correct by football laws, for example, if that was offside, but it would have been poetic injustice. It would have been injustice for the footballing gods if that would have been off. Well, back in the game. Back in the game. But again, wonderfully crafted goal. And that finish by Alvarez as well. That timing of the run, that finish, the way he coasted past the defenders for that run at the last, it kind of reminded you of Sergio Aguero, the way he used to just goes past defenders. And when was the last time you saw this combination, Mahrez, Grealish, and then the striker, Alvarez, or whoever the striker would be? Not since the days of Sané, Sterling, and Aguero, right? These kind of goals are becoming rare and rare. City, but this is where I think we need to move back to winger, and then the pass back to the striker. Riyad Mahrez again with the ball. Mahrez is just looking in superior form. Mahrez. Ah! Should have shot. Mahrez. Ah! Mahrez should have. Once Mahrez came onto the left foot, dribbling like that, he just should have gone for goal. He just should have gone for the strike over there. City are all over Liverpool now. It's offside. It's offside. Might have been a penalty shout over there, but it was offside. They're just waiting to check anyways, but that was offside. It was clearly offside. There's nothing to check on that. It was clearly offside. There's their Klassiker as well. Tonight, 10 p.m. Indian Standard Time, where Bayern Munich play Dortmund. So that will be interesting. How just to see, because we've got them as our opponents in the Champions League, just to see how they'll play under Thomas Tuchel and stuff. Most people's nightmare is that Bayern Munich under Thomas Tuchel would do exactly the same thing what Chelsea did under Thomas Tuchel in his first season. And couple of City fans, including myself, I was thinking, why does it have to rain at the same spot twice? Because we were going for a quad, and without Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea, I think we would have won the quad that year. FA, he knocked it out of the FA Cup, and then the Champions League final we lost, right? It's again coming to Bayern, and again in a situation where we were. Again, it's a tricky thing, Would you have loved to play Bayern? Would you guys have loved to play Bayern and an Nagelsmann or Tuchel? It's tough. Just don't know. Ikai Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne. That pass is just probably a bit off. It's a yellow card. It's a yellow card, but he had to do it. It's a yellow card, but he had to do it. Think it was Riyad Mahrez. It was Rodri. Yeah, Rodri had to do that. Otherwise, Liverpool were away. So I don't know. It's tricky. Would you have loved to play Julian Nagelsmann's Bayern or Tuchel's Bayern? Because it's not exactly that Julian Nagelsmann's Bayern were shit. They conceded only 3 goals in the entire Champions League campaign till now. Hard to score against. Nagelsmann is a good tactician. The only thing is, you could hope that Pep has played against Tuchel so many times in the league, in the Champions League. We met in FA Cup games and stuff. Pep has played against Tuchel's Borussia Dortmund when he was at Bayern Munich. So the only upside of this is Pep has experience playing against Thomas Tuchel, but the downside could be that Pep might just overthink it. Just don't know. Kevin De Bruyne, need pass, lays it off to Riyad Mahrez. Are they appealing for a red card for Rodri here? The referee can't just dish out cards like that. That's not a red card offense. People have this feeling that after you get booked and get a yellow card, immediately if you commit a softer offense, it doesn't become a second yellow, because a red card offense is almost like the referee gives you a chance to commit two, three, four softer offenses, and can then he'll give you the red card. So that's a wrong way of seeing it. People would say, that would have been a yellow card at any time. That's fine, but once a player has been booked and is on a yellow card, it's different. The referee just allows a little more leniency. It just allows a little more of a lenient thing. And Jordan Henderson is telling something to the referee. You must not forget, Fabinho is on the next list to be booked, and I hope Fabinho is booked in this before this half ends. Virgil van Dijk with the free kick. Rodri, Manuel Akanji at fault for Liverpool's goal. Rodri gets the ball back. Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, back to Riyad Mahrez, is offside. How many offsides, mate? It's Gundogan now. When was the last time you saw Gundogan being offside? I do not know. Liverpool are trying to pass out from the back. We must be careful for the ball over the top. That's what Liverpool are looking at. Ball over the top. There's no possession for Liverpool. The attempts are half of ours, but they're looking for the ball over the top. Like I said, one ball. Look at the Allison's again trying to play that ball over the top, and nothing, 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 nothing. 1v1. Well done there. That's a foul. Jack Grealish in there again. It's a foul by Trent on Jack Grealish. It's not even a yellow, I think. He'll be let off with a warning probably, but Grealish is doing both the things extremely well, attack and defense. Had his had a Trent's arm come out or something? I think he caught Grealish with his stats a bit, but that's completely accidental. Again, look at that ball over the top. City are playing such a high line that that ball over the top is on. We need to be very careful of that. I know that ball over the top was on in the League Cup, in the FA Cup, when we defeated them. Did we defeat them in no, in the League Cup we defeated them, yeah. They scored two goals against us in a similar fashion, ball over the top. So that's a foul in City's favour. That's a foul in City's favour. Trent commits another foul. How many more fouls left before Trent is gonna get booked? Clear foul on Jack Grealish. Once Trent gets booked, the game completely changes. Jack Grealish can have him on a hook. Jurgen Klopp is absolutely furious with Trent Arnold. I think it's Kevin De Bruyne, but honestly, I think again I would prefer a left footer from this side to just put an in swinging ball in more than an out swinging ball. I think an in swinging ball would make it harder for. Yes, it's Riyad Mahrez who's putting an in swinging ball in, and we get a corner. I think it was a bad ball. Henderson is again coming. Gundogan. I don't know what the problem of Jordan Henderson is. Maybe he thinks he's gonna retire in the next 1 2 years without even playing Champions League football. That's what I think is his problem. I can never stand Jordan Henderson. I don't know why. Again, it's a bit of a chat. But City have responded well since going down. Should never have gone down in the first place. It's an in swinging corner again. It's Riyad Mahrez taking it. Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne again, Riyad Mahrez. Liverpool are looking to fly on the counter, absolutely. We must be very careful. The only chances Liverpool are creating is from the corners and also from playing that ball over the top of our defenders. Ah, Nathan! That's very well defended there. I thought there was an offside in the build up, but the linesman's just not giving it. Yeah, now it's offside. I don't know what the linesman was thinking. That was as blatant an offside as you can see. That was a clear offside. I mean, you could literally put two Erling Haalands between Mohamed Salah and the last City defender. Was so offside. He was way offside. He was at least 2 3 yards offside, and yet the linesman doesn't raise the flag. I think these last 4 5 minutes at the end of this half are going to be so important. They might just shape the contest and they will shape the title race of this season as well. This 4 minutes are going to be very important because momentum. This is where momentum is going to be. If it's 1-1, that's fine. But if either team scores, the momentum will swing towards them. And the team talk from the manager. Allison again playing that ball over the top. Just be careful when clearing those balls over the top because you need to win the second balls. Second ball, second ball, second ball. That's very well read by John Stones. Wonderful, wonderfully read by John Stones. And the free kick is given in City's favour. Natanake, let us mount one more attack before the end of the half. It's what barely 2 minutes before the half is ending. So let us mount one more attack before the half ends. Natanake. Good ball by Ruben Diaz. Very good ball. Very good ball to find Riyad Mahrez. Riyad. Ah, Kevin De Bruyne is offside over there. Again, that 1v1 Ruben Diaz against De Bruyne was offside. No question about that. That was a good strike there from Gundogan. It's just good block by Fabinho over there. Come on, guys, let us go for one last hurrah, one last attempt. That's out, but Pep Guardiola will need to do something about this. Liverpool playing those long balls over the top. Natanake, Jack Grealish, Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne. What a run from Kevin De Bruyne over there. It's a City throw. He played the cross in early as well. Van Dijk was fast across and it's a City throw. I think this will be the last phase of play before half time. I expect a minute to be added on. It's a corner for City. Nasir is here. Hey, Nasir, how are you doing? It's a corner for City. I know what Mahrez. Yeah, I'm doing good, Nasir. I hope City win this game. That would be a great early kickstart to the weekend. Riyad Mahrez with the corner, in swinging corner. Rodri there with the chance again. I have to look back on the replay, but looking at Rodri's reaction, it seemed decent chance. Probably would not have gone in anyways, but 2 minutes of added time. So 1-1. Probably Pep Guardiola would have taken it at half time. But with this Liverpool defense, you probably would want to rub their noses in the ground. But I think one of the reasons why Liverpool are playing well against, sort of United are anyway crap. Why they're playing well against your top teams is because I think against top teams Liverpool have a chance to hit on the break, but against teams like your Bournemouths, Wolves, even your Brightons, Brighton is an exception, but all of the other teams, I think Liverpool they have to be the aggressors. So the other teams are hitting them on the break. I think that's a simple thing that is happening over there. I think it's going to be 1-1, thus heading into the break. Jack Grealish is just pushing and I don't know what he's doing, but the game's just got a bit scruffy at the end. Both the managers will not be happy if the teams concede here, but apart from that, I think it's half time. 1-1. I probably thought before the start of the match that we needed to put the accelerator on, punish Liverpool early, go for it, and then probably bring on your substitutions and stuff. But it doesn't work that way in football. Liverpool are generally against the top teams. Even this season against the top teams, they are good. Yeah, they have dropped points against your Crystal Palaces and all of those things. But against top teams, Liverpool have been up to it this season. So overall, I would say a game where we showed the courage, we showed the heart to come back because 1-0 down, the Etihad Stadium, the fans were getting a little bit more, pensive, a little bit more anxious. All the audience watching on the television or on the streaming, there's this graphic of Liverpool, sorry, Arsenal City, the points table coming up. So fans were getting anxious. So players didn't allow any of that to get on, and they really went on with the game. The players played with the courage of champions, I would say. This is what I call the courage of champions. Things are not going against you. You lift yourselves up. You don't rely on a fantastic movement from a Kevin De Bruyne or someone to lift yourself up. The entire team lifted themselves up. And this is the hallmark of where Pep Guardiola always wanted this team to go. So I would say very good first half. I'm actually satisfied, especially after you look at 1-1 and say, what is it telling? Why is it telling satisfied and stuff? But look at fact that we went 1-0 down to a simple goal. We considered, I would say, ball over the top. You can never be conceding at this level with simple balls over the top. Salah scores. Who else it had to be? So from that you recover and you do the and you make it 1-1. Probably we had some half chances. Rodriguez one, De Bruyne, Mahrez from the free kick. Mahrez, just blazing his effort a bit over. So probably should have made it 2-1 or even 3-1. But all in all, satisfied with this. Just come in a while. So will be interesting to note what will be Pep Guardiola's team talk at halftime. How will it go? A lot of things to discuss actually. Let's be back. So the team talk will be interesting from Pep Guardiola. Uh, because City haven't done much wrong, but then see, this is how the nature of the games are going to be, especially at this part of the season. Against Real Madrid, City haven't done much wrong in the second half that we deserve to lose, we deserve to win that time. City haven't done much wrong here, so I mean, in knockout games, it's just one. You don't need to do anything wrong. It's just that one little bit of lapse of concentration, and you're just out. The opponent is so ruthless that the blade will swing so swiftly, so hard that you'll never even know that you've died. So that's how ruthless these teams are. That's how ruthless Bayern is gonna be with the strikers they have in the Champions League quarterfinals. That's how ruthless Liverpool is with Salah and others. They might not have been in the best of forms. They might not even get top four this season, Liverpool, but the quality is there, and when the quality is there, they can actually hurt you. They can hurt you more than you can even imagine. Nasir says, how come Haaland ain't playing? Haaland is injured, Nasir. uh, Haaland is having a groin injury, so he's out for this game, and Phil Foden is out because he's had an appendicitis. So Phil Foden might take, I think, 1 week, at least 1 2 weeks, not 1 2 weeks, sorry. I think he'll miss 3 4 games. I don't know. But Haaland, I expect him to be back for the next game. Haaland is recovered well, and Foden is the one I think who we might actually miss for a bit more time. Nasir says Bayern is so tricky game. I mean, even if we had got Benfica, for example, in the quarterfinals, I mean, that would have, or an AC Milan or an Inter Milan or whoever, even all those are tricky games. There's no easy game in the knockout phases because you just play 2 games, right, in the knockout phase, and any team can beat any team on the day. It's not a league that 38 matches or so every game in the knockout phases, even the FA Cup trip, who have we got in the semi-finals, when that is bloody tricky. So in the knockouts anything can happen. I remember a couple of years ago, I think 2017 Centurion season, or was it? No, I think it was the season after. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was the Centurion season actually. 2017, we won the League Cup. We were almost with 100 points going towards the winning the Premier League, and we lost to Wigan. We lost 1-0 to Wigan. If you guys remember, Fabian Delph was sent off with the red card and stuff at halftime, FA Cup quarter final or semi final. So Wigan was, with the form we were in, 100 points, almost in the best league in the world. People thought Wigan would be a walkover. The FA Cup was ours, but it didn't happen. So every game is hard. Every game is tricky. I'm not nervous here, but I'm a little bit tensed. Just imagining those balls over the top. How are we gonna stop the balls over the top? I know he's played Akanji and he's played Ake to deal with those balls over the top, but I probably think he could have played in Kyle Walker, and he could have probably played in John Stones at the center of the midfield. But I don't. But I know why he didn't do that, because if you did that, you probably would not have got the Mahrez Grealish goal over there, because John Stones goes into the midfield, creates an overlap. This formation is very good. So be interesting to see what Pep does. Someone says waiting for Bernardo more than Bernardo. I don't know so much, because this game went well. The one goal we conceded was because of the defensive lapse. So whoever might have been there, we would have actually conceded the goal. Probably if Walker would have been there, we would not have conceded. But don't know. We would have missed other aspects of play. So yes, we are waiting for Bernardo. We are waiting for Bernardo, but uh, I'm just thinking who else can come off from the bench to influence this game, because earlier you had Julian Alvarez, Bernardo, even a Riyad Mahrez to influence from the bench when you had Haaland, Foden playing. But now with Alvarez and Mahrez already starting, apart from Bernardo, I'm not able to think of anyone who can come and influence the game from the bench, because that is something which, because at this time you need something unique. For example, I think this is where we need a direct winger, for example, so that Pep in the second half of the 70th minute could have brought on a direct winger, on the right wing, for example, Liao or someone, and then their fullback would have been drawn to him. Spaces for Kevin De Bruyne to run into half spaces. We don't have someone like that actually. So I'm just thinking about the game changing player, the influential player, but because Bernardo, I agree, is influential, but you get a little bit more of what Mahrez is doing with Bernardo, right? Those inside runs. You don't get the outside runs sometimes, which might be useful in, opening up Liverpool's defense. So, is the substitutions will be interesting this match, and I won't actually be surprised if Pep doesn't make any substitutions. Nasir says you need Cancelo, you're missing him. But Nasir, Cancelo is not suitable for this formation. There was a nice article, I don't remember the newspaper thing which it came, but I think it was a YouTube video where they were doing tactical analysis and and they were telling how Cancelo doesn't actually fit Pep's system, and they were so right. You see this system, Ake Diaz Akanji, right, with Stones cutting into the midfield. Where would you play Cancelo? Would you play him in Ake's position? No, he likes to come forward. He's not a centre back. You can't play him in the back three. Now the only position where there are two positions actually, but where I can see Cancelo plays Stones, you're telling me is John Stones, so that he loves to cut in. But Cancelo loses possession often. Cancelo is not a ball carrier, he's not a ball retainer. He's someone who can go past people with the drop of a shoulder and stuff, but he just can't, carry the ball, keep it safe. He's not a DM actually. That is what Pep is preferring Rico Lewis over John Stones, for example, as over Cancelo. Even on the left back, I think Pep tried Rico Lewis against Spurs, I think, if I'm not wrong, where we lost that match 2-0 Spurs away. So Cancelo is not suited. Another position is against Chelsea. Pep tried Cancelo on the right wing, for example, and Cancelo is terribly out of form then. So those are the only two spots which are available for Joao Cancelo. So it's actually interesting. Nasir says, name one footballer that got you into football. Mine is Aguero. Mine is David Silva. Actually, I really love David Silva. Nasir says Cancelo is like Zinchenko for us. Zinchenko was actually a central midfield player before Pep converted him into a left back, just like Fabian Delph. So Zinchenko was different, but Cancelo is more of, if you see Cancelo, you would more of think of him as a marauding fullback up and down. Yes, he can cut inside, but his main strengths are, playing as a winger, take the ball and like what Quachilia is doing at Napoli, take the ball and take on people, one, two, three. So you could almost say Cancelo is a defending Quachilia. So that's how much of an attacking player Joao Cancelo is. Had an Italian friend who was a Juventus fan, and he was, and we bought Cancelo from Juventus. He was telling me that he hasn't seen an attacking player like Joao Cancelo in long time. His attacking sense is just, there's no one in the world quite like that. So it will be interesting to see what happens with Joao Cancelo in the summer, because the reports right now at least are that Bayern doesn't want to doesn't want to pay 70 million for Joao Cancelo. So there are quite many possibilities out there. Probably would they agree for a Sane Cancelo swap, because news is that Sane is regularly visiting England for his wife. His wife is not. Doesn't want to stay in Germany, so he's frequently visiting. Sane is frequently visiting England, so that would actually draw Sane towards City. So if we get a winger like Sane, 26, what is Sane's age? 26, 27, the experience for around in a straight swap with Cancelo as well, that would just have been brilliant. So it's interesting. Nasir says, please next stream put your donations on. No, I can't switch them on, Nasir, because I haven't reached the necessary subscribers and stuff to actually switch the donations and stuff on. So They're showing Rodri's fouls, and it was never a second yellow. The commentators can say whatever they want, the pundits can say whatever they want. By the way, some of the pundits, I don't know if you might have noticed or not, but some of the pundits are just, absolute, they're absolute hate towards City. I was just, last week, I was just seeing, City, Leipzig 7-0 demolition, and then there's a pundit called as Didi Haman, who comes on, I think, CBS Sport. I don't know the channel, but yeah, there's a YouTube video, and he was just telling that Leipzig were too easy to play against. City were still reckless and shambolic. He literally used the words reckless and shambolic. City were reckless and shambolic, even though they won 7-0. I'm like, what kind of hate do you have to build into yourself to come up with those comments on live TV? Didi Haman, he just never seems to like City actually. There's some digital equipment or something from the referee is lost. I think there's some trouble. It's not it's lost, but we need to actually win this game. The referee is now going inside for his digital equipment and stuff. I think if this game stays like this, what it will be 7 points gap between us with the same amount of games played because Arsenal played that one game which Arsenal were less than us. They covered it up when we played Burnley. They played Crystal Palace. So I was actually counting it like we've still played a game extra. So I was thinking we'd be 11, 12 points behind Arsenal, but no, that's not the case. I still believe whatever people might say. I still believe we must not lose this game at any cost. We must not lose this game. Would a draw be a good result? I don't know. Probably not at this stage, but then we have to see how the match is at the end, the sort of last 5, 6 minutes. But at this stage, at least a draw is not a good result. Vinay says so much time wasted doesn't feel good. Yeah, especially there have been a couple of instances like this, I think, right? Two or three this season where the referee's digital equipment was malfunctioning and stuff. Everton game was an example, right? Where the referee sort of there was 10, 20 minutes or something like that which was added on, 10 minutes which was added on at the end. It happened in the middle. Thank God this happened before the start of the half, because in the middle it can just distract you, and then at the end the amount of time the referee adds is sometimes just not good enough. Kevin De Bruyne there losing the ball. It's a goal kick for City. That's well defended. Gundogan there, that's well done. He's actually done well to kick it off. Julian Alvarez, great ball, and KDB goal again. What a goal that is! What a start to the half from City. And what a ball from Julian Alvarez. That's a dream of a ball. Well, Julian, there's no doubt that Pep Guardiola wants to make you one of the best central midfielders, central attacking midfielders playing in that hole. What a start from Manchester City. What a ball. That was I think Pep's coaching was involved there as well. I know the ball from Alvarez was great, but Pep's coaching to pick out the chink in the armor. But let us just see back on the replay there. Gundogan, Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne. Sorry, it's Riyad Mahrez and then Kevin De Bruyne. The square off from Riyad Mahrez was also fantastic. But the ball was just, it almost seemed like Alvarez had eyes at the back of his head. The ball was just superb, right? The ball from Alvarez was just superb. What a ball from Julian Alvarez over there. Fantastic ball. Wow. If Alvarez can play like this, he might well take Gundo's place, right? Why do we need to go after Florian Wirtz and everyone? What a ball that is. That's an attacking midfielder's dream, that ball. Tell me another striker in the world who can play that ball. I'm struggling to find names. Even Gabriel Jesus. People say that Jesus is actually very good on the ball, and Arsenal fans think Jesus is the best technical forward out there in terms of linking up play and stuff. But Alvarez is a step over Gabriel Jesus. Since the time we've signed Alvarez and we've let Jesus go, we were on it on this channel that Alvarez is much more technically gifted than Jesus, and his vision is just superb. And Alvarez has that finishing as well. Why do we have to play all of those stupid, silly passes? That's a free kick to Liverpool. Alvarez for 10, exactly. Alvarez deserves to play in that 10 role, in that free role. It's a free kick for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold standing on the free kick. That's well defended. That's very well defended. That's offside. That's offside. I don't know why the linesman is taking a million months to raise that flag, but when we are offside, he's just quick enough. He's just in so much of a hurry to raise the flag. What is it? It was clear offside. Again, it was 2 yards offside. Cody Gakpo there. A replacement for Firmino, but well done by Edison over there. Liverpool are turning on their high press. What a stupid ball from Edison. What the hell has Edison done over there? Jack, 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 Jack. Jack Grealish is just putting on a defensive masterclass here. Again, it's an offside, and the linesman was again late to raise his flag. And the run from Kevin De Bruyne was fantastic. The ball was superb from Riyad Mahrez. That was a ball on a plate from Riyad Mahrez. Very good ball from Mahrez over there. Jack Grealish on the ball. That was a chance. That was such a good chance, Gundo. That was a chance. Gundogan just could not make up his mind over there. But what a scintillating bit of play from City again over there. Gundogan just, That was almost waiting for a tap in, but Kundo should have gone hard and fast on the near post, I think. Again, ball over the top. They're looking for that ball over the top. We need to be careful. Be careful throughout the match for that ball over the top. I think one more goal. Just try and score one more goal, and it will be fantastic. One more goal, and we'll have a breathing gap between us and Liverpool. One more goal. I think we're on the ascendancy as well. What a fantastic switch that is. Riyad Mahrez finding Rodri. Jack Grealish gets to the ball. Rodri, Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Riyad Mahrez. What a goal, Gundogan! Ilkay Gundogan surveyed his options. Who was the one who dribbled before Gundogan? Who was the one who dribbled before Gundogan? Can you tell me? I just didn't see it. Who was the one who dribbled and he fell down and hit a shot? Who was he? Can you tell me, Vinay? Just couldn't see it. But again, what a ball from Gundogan. What a goal. By the way, I'm not changing the score here because especially when we play against Liverpool and whenever I change, Liverpool score. Whenever I change the score, Liverpool score. So it's just a bit of a thing for me personally. That's why I haven't changed the score. But Gundogan was cool, calm, collected, put it in the far corner. That was fantastic from Gundogan. And the play as well from City was just superb, right? The 1-2s at the edge of the box. This is just the City that we all know. It just sounded so familiar that those 1-2s, the runs midfielders were making. Julian Alvarez, they are playing the role of the technical forward, can do everything. That is just fantastic from City. Ah, just went wide. Cody Gakpo was aiming for that far corner. Just went wide. Is it a corner or is it a goal kick? I think it's a corner actually. It was a deflection of Ruben Diaz, I think. Yeah, Diaz with the block over there, I must say. It's a corner. Who is that idiot with the miss kick? Well defended, very well defended there. That's a foul, and it's a free kick for City. Well done, very well done, Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez and Grealish have been fantastic today. Yes, Mahrez got assists. He's taken a couple of free kicks. His assist was superb. His free assist for the goal for Gundogan was superb. But Grealish has been fantastic. Grealish 1v1. When we were 1-0 down, the way he went 1v1 and saved the day, that was potentially a game changer over there. Nathan Ake with the free kick. That's a foul and that's a free kick in City's favor again. It's a foul on Julian Alvarez. I think Konate with the foul on Julian Alvarez there. Kevin De Bruyne. Julian Alvarez, Nathan Ake. Sorry, Rodri, Nathan Ake. John Stones playing in the center of the park like a Bakan buyer. Surely living up to his reputation of Barnsley Bakan buyer. John Stones. Kevin De Bruyne does well over there and Manuel Akanji can now stride forward. Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne. We must let our ascendancy count and one more goal. I think it should just put it beyond Liverpool. One more goal. That's a foul in City's favour. Nathan Ake, Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, Ake, Bruyne. Need to be careful here, not give the ball away. What the hell? The right time for. Yes, my video player just got stuck there, my streaming, so now it's alright. Ah, good ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Ah, De Bruyne just couldn't take it. That was actually in his stride as well. If he would have picked it up, he would have just had a shot over there. Ah! Run, run, run! Akanji, run! Ake got the ball over there, so that's fine. The player there was also not appealing, so Riyad Mahrez there. Julian Alvarez does very well to keep the ball alive. Ah, what a save that was from Allison over there. Again, Julian Alvarez, look at his control, close control touch. Ah, what a save that was in the far corner again. If Allison doesn't make that save, good shot from Jack Grealish. This is what he needs to be. Yeah, Gakpo lent into Ake. That's never a penalty in a million years. Gakpo came into Ake, so that's I wouldn't say it's a dive by Gakpo, but yeah, that's never a penalty. Riyad Mahrez. Ah, why are we giving so many freebies out from corners? I don't know. Just take the bloody corner shot when you know that anyway you're not gonna win the headers in the box. What the hell? Julian Alvarez. Ruben Diaz. Ikay Gundogan. Jack Grealish. I think it's a Liverpool free kick, but I think there was also a bit of foul. Darwin Nunes is coming to warm up, I think, for Liverpool, but there's also a bit of foul on Julian Alvarez with the 1-2s with Alvarez, which Alvarez is playing with Grealish, with De Bruyne, with Gundogan. It's just fantastic to watch. You need to really be careful in pressing Allison. If it comes off, it's good. Otherwise, that ball with the top is actually on. Grealish does extremely well there. Defensive Grealish. Who needs Joshua Guardiola? You can as well play Jack Grealish as a centre back. Wow. How much is Jack Grealish worked on his defensive skills? If Trent would have worked half on his defensive skills as what Jack Grealish has worked, he would have been in the top 2, 3 right backs right now. Complete right backs, I would say, not just offensive or defensive right backs. That's a good run, but he just ran out of room there, Riyad Mahrez. Liverpool are looking to turn this into an end-to-end contest, but we need to be very careful of that. That ball's gone out, but the idea was right. The idea was absolutely right by whoever played it. I think it was Van Dijk who has played it. Nathan Ake, Jack Grealish. The confidence of Jack Grealish is just superb. And this is the player who, I mean, all the fans, including even me, doubted is he really worth spending that amount of money on? But now you can see why. The kind of protection he offers, and why aren't they attacking Vinicius? I don't know, Vinay. I just want us to score the third goal, fourth goal, and finish it off. I just don't know why they aren't attacking. Just finish off the job, right? Otherwise, bring in Laporte, bring in Walker. That would invite more pressure. So I think just finish off the job, score one more goal, and the job's done. Literally, the job's done with one more goal. Why are they giving Liverpool so much time to, camp around our box and all of those things? Liverpool are now literally camping. They've set up an army camp near a box. Jack Grealish gets the ball and Julian Alvarez, not strong enough. Probably you needed an Erling Haaland in that situation. I don't know why they aren't attacking. They're trying to draw Liverpool on. They're trying to invite the press on. This could actually be dangerous. This could actually be so dangerous. Edison, I'm having the most fear when Eddie is on the ball. Eddie's passing has been off. There was a mistake in the second half also, I think, if you guys remember, where Eddie passed it straight to a Liverpool player. Not inside the box, obviously, but yeah, straight pass down the throat of a Liverpool player. Riyad Mahrez, Rodri, Julian Alvarez, Nathan Ake, Jack Grealish. Grealish has done well there to find Ikai Gundogan. Manuel Akanji. This is the juncture where we need to be very careful of Liverpool's counter attack. Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, Rodri, Manuel Akanji, Jack Grealish, Manuel Akanji, Rodri, Nathan Ake. Ake has become such a good player in this system. He looks to be so comfortable on the ball. Kevin De Bruyne, what a switch, finding space. What a switch from De Bruyne to find Riyad Mahrez. That's good piece. That's an excellent piece of defending the Liverpool players, and I think it's a corner for Liverpool right now. But Mahrez is looking at his sharpest best actually. I'm actually worried from this corner because so many of Liverpool's attacks in this match. I think even their goal also has come from our corner. So Riyad Mahrez with an in-swinging corner, and that's a throw-in for City. Jack Grealish, they're just so afraid to touch him. Guess he can actually play me in the midfield. Surely Grealish was not confident. That's why all of his best attributes we were not able to see it in the last 1.5 years. But now, absolutely confident. Grealish is just fantastic. Slip from Julian Alvarez, I think. It is, and the ball is gifted back to Liverpool, and it could lead to a counter attack now. Was it an offside anyway? And anyway, it's a substitution from Liverpool. Darwin Nunes is coming on. Wow, there are four substitutions which Klopp has lined up. This is gonna be very interesting. Jota is departing. Nunez is coming on. Nunez will be quick. We need to manage his pace. Firmino is coming on. Salah is going off. Oh, interesting. He's taking Robertson off as well. Jota, Elliot, Robertson, and Salah. He's taking the four of them off. And he's bringing Firmino, Oxlade, Chamberlain, Simicas, and Nunez on. Robertson has not been good season, but Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, we need to be careful of him. Whenever I see him, he always scores, hits that long shot against City. I don't know how, and then he's crap against all the other teams. Telake with the ball, he's looked very solid. The goal we conceded was a mistake from Akanji. It's not like Liverpool have opened us up or something. Whenever Eddie is on the ball, I'm like not at all confident. Don't give it to Eddie, just give it somewhere else, but just don't give it. But this was a good pass from Anderson over there. Good crossfield pass. Not many goalkeepers can do that. And what a ball from Kevin De Bruyne to find Jack Grealish. What a ball. That's a dream. That's a dream. for every attacking midfielder that ball. Kevin De Bruyne, they're using Mahrez as an outlet. Nathan Ake, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan again, Nathan Ake, Rodri, De Bruyne passes it back to Ederson. Nathan Ake, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri. What a ball from Rodri over there. City are playing one-touch football here, which I haven't seen in a long time. Season. Kevin De Bruyne. No one's taking a second touch over here. It's just one-touch football. I mean, one touch to receive and one touch to pass. That's what I mean. And in the advanced position, City are just moving the ball so very quickly. De Bruyne does well there to retain the ball. It's Nathan Ake. City at their absolute best here. Though we need to be careful. Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne cuts it back to Jack Grealish. And what a finish by Jack Grealish! Jack Grealish getting the assist. Jack Grealish goal. Is this going to be the goal that unlocks the entire potential of Jack Grealish at Manchester City? Jack Grealish has been wonderful today. That defensive run to stop Salah, I think 1v1 was just fantastic. It was out of the book of a top-notch defender. And from there, the way he's just dazzled on that left wing all the time along, the way he's taken the ball, brought the ball into the midfield, the way he's protected the ball. Jack Grealish, what a game he's having there. For all the people who are questioned, all the opposition fans were questioning, is he worth 100 millions? He's worth 200 millions, bloody hell. With the work what he's doing, can do defensive work, can play in the midfield, can protect the ball, can... Have you seen someone take the ball of Jack Grealish? Not in this match, in the last 4 or 5 matches. No. Jack Grealish has just been superb, right? He's just been wonderful. Vinay says Grealish start padding. Grealish is now coming into his score. And before that also he's had one shot, right? Vinay, Jack Grealish, where he's curled one ball and Alisson makes a save. I remember against Leipzig, I think last season or the season before. I think it was last season against Leipzig. Grealish scores a similar thing. He cuts inside and he just curls it on the far post. When Jack Grealish is trying that, you actually know that his confidence is just sky high. Can we just give Liverpool a almighty pasting here? How will 6-1 be? How will 6-1 be, guys? And look at the Man City fans just turning their backs around and doing the famous celebration. At 1-0, the way Liverpool fans were celebrating, they were celebrating as if they won the bloody league. And I think our Arsenal fans, I think all Arsenal fans would also have been celebrating the same thing. Liverpool 1-0 up, they would be sitting back and hitting City on the break. Would be a tough afternoon for City and stuff. Well, my God, look at this. The football today was just scintillating. Poznan, yeah, exactly. But the football, Vinay, was just scintillating, right, today. It's just, I haven't seen us play this one-touch football in a long time this season. especially in the attacking third, once the ball had reached sort of your Gundogan De Bruyne's area, it was just Grealish moving in, Mahrez there waiting, one touch football, bam, 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 bam. That's just fantastic. And with Julian Alvarez as well, his touch in tight spaces is just, you're not allowed to be a striker with that touch, Julian. You have a number 10, you have an attacking midfielder written all over you. Julian Alvarez touch, his finish, I mean, his vision, especially. I mean, what kind of a guy is Julian Alvarez there? Dare I compare him? Dare I compare him to the one and only Lionel Messi? I mean, not based on performances and stuff, but based on the talent, the vision, the ability to move in tight spaces, the ability to press, and things like that. Very nice is remember Mahrez is playing through fasting. All kudos to Riyad Mahrez as well. I mean, the positions Mahrez has taken up today has been fantastic, right? The way he has timed those runs to come inside or stay out wide. Because Mahrez staying out wide has caused Liverpool a very big tactical problem, because you had John Stones in the midfield overloading, and when Mahrez stays wide, if you send an extra player out wide over there, it means that there's a gap in the midfield, and City are already outnumbering Liverpool in the midfield. So it's just absolutely fantastic tactical thing from Pep. But the pass of Mahrez as well to De Bruyne, right? If you remember, that pass was almost hit on a volley. It was just hit first time, one touch. There's almost a one touch assist for City's second goal. It's just fantastic. Now I think I can courageously change the score. I just hope Liverpool don't score now that I've changed the score. One more goal, guys. One more goal. And let us make this an absolute pasting for Liverpool. What a ball. Oh, there's Mahrez over there. I thought the ball went out, but what a ball there. Riyad Mahrez on it. Can he switch it? Can he switch it? Yes, can switch it. And Jack Grealish is in there. The finish from Jack Grealish was fantastic, actually. The De Bruyne thing. He should have played in Kevin De Bruyne over there. Jack Grealish, he just delayed it. He just delayed it. I actually thought that Jack Grealish wanted to hit it himself. He wanted to take a shot, but then he saw De Bruyne. That little indecision, I think, that will come the longer you play. The longer you play in that high level of performance, that will come. But the fact that Jack Grealish is looking to strike it rather than just pass it, it plants a seed of doubt in the defender's mind as well. Liverpool are just not able to touch the ball. What, it might have been 30% possession or something like that now. Natanake. Rodri. I thought the pass was not good, but it just turned out to be good actually. It just went over Gakpo, I think, at the far end. But Liverpool are just not even able to have a sniff of the ball. Klopp is telling this is cheating. He's just shouting and telling we want another football. We want another football to play with. This is cheating. We are not getting the football at all here. When was the last time Liverpool have touched the ball? This is supreme dominance from Manchester City. Manchester City are just, all over Liverpool. This is just not a 4-1 drubbing. This is a 7-1 drubbing for me. City are killing Liverpool here with cut to thousand pieces. They're just not, Liverpool are not able to even get the ball. What a performance this is from City. This is a performance which Pep would have last seen in his Barcelona heydays. That's how good this performance is. This is fantastic. City. Nathan Ake, Jack Grealish, Kai Gundogan, Nathan Ake over there, Jack Grealish, Riyad Mahrez on the ball, Kevin De Bruyne, volley from Jack Grealish. The ball again comes back to Jack Grealish. Everyone's queuing up here right now. Rodri gets the ball. He wants to hit it, but again, the volley from Grealish was fantastic. Good save from Allison. Riyad Mahrez is just fighting for each and every inch. Grealish and Mahrez have just been fantastic in this match. That could easily have been the second for Grealish and should have been five for City actually. Just didn't get the angle right, Jack Grealish. James Milner is coming on now with Cody Gakpo going off. This actually tells me that Klopp has given up on the game. Bernardo Silva is coming on for City. Rodri is going off. This is interesting. So Gundogan's gonna hold, I think. And I want to see Grealish playing in the midfield now, but be interesting. Will Bernardo go on to the left wing or will he? No, I think Gundo is gonna hold and Silva is gonna play in place of Gundo in the midfield. Gundo is gonna cover up for Rodri. It's an in-swing corner from Riyad Mahrez like he's done throughout the game. That's gone out and it's a Liverpool goal kick. Liverpool now strangely will not be in a hurry to take any of the goal kicks because they know that 4-1 is enough. They don't want to be defeated 5-1, 6-1 and so on. That's a good ball, but Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji actually his tracking has just been superb. After that mistake, Akanji's mistake where he just took a little bit more time to step up, I think he's been fantastic. Reading everything, he's been one step ahead of the game. Akanji's been immense. I know he's made the mistake, but Akanji's been immense. Ruben Diaz's leadership has been very good. Ake has been just been a 9 out of a 10 performances, regularly giving 9 by 10 performances especially since the turn of the new year. This season, anyway, his performances at least were an 8 out of 10 in each match. And after the new year, all of his performances were 9 by 10. Again, look at the football City is playing. Liverpool are just chasing shadows over there, that's all. Ruben Diaz, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne. That's a foul and it's a free kick for City. I think it's a foul on Riyad Mahrez over there and Mahrez just gets on with it. Kevin De Bruyne there gets to the ball. He gets to the ball first, and it's Jack Grealish. He just wants it now. He just wants it more than ever now. Jack Grealish. That's just a misunderstanding there. The way Grealish is dribbling the players is just fantastic. Kevin De Bruyne again. I think when you add Bernardo also into this mix, and you have Gundogan and DM, it just makes it that much tougher for Liverpool to get onto the ball. Jack Grealish. Bernardo, Nathanake. Just imagine Bernardo, Grealish, Ake combining. It's just an opposition's nightmare, especially when you have been chasing shadows for sort of 85 minutes. Ruben Diaz, Kevin De Bruyne, Liverpool are just not able to get the ball off us. Been really long seeing City play like this. It's an absolute pasting. Score line might tell it's 4-1, and but I think it's actually a lot worse than 7-1 that Liverpool inflicted on United, because Liverpool are just not able to touch the ball. I would not be surprised if the position is down into the mid 20s. City are just not giving the ball to Liverpool even this late in the game. That's a good run, good late run from Julian Alvarez. Alvarez has just been outstanding. Now it's interesting to see when Haaland comes back what Pep will do with Julian Alvarez. Vinay says Grealish man of the match. That block versus Salah. I would even go as far as to say, Vinay, that the block versus Salah was even more important than his goal, because 1-0 down Liverpool, sorry, us 1-0 down. If Salah goes and scores that 2-0, it would have been a different game altogether. Liverpool could have just sat back, and our confidence would have been down in the dumps. So I think that is the single most. There are some events in the game that just turn a match around, and that will not make the highlights reel and stuff. And this is that event. Could not just turn the match around, but it could be pivotal in turning this. It would be a pivotal junction in the season as well. The confidence that it has given Grealish, it has given De Bruyne, it has given the way we had come back from 1-0, more than anything else. It's that belief. It's actually that belief, it's actually that belief, because there will be situations in later games as well. Every game you're just not going to coast 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 and stuff like that. There will be actually instances where you will be 1-0 down, even 2-0 down in a big Champions League game. God forbid that happens, but what do you do then? Real Madrid 2-0 down against Liverpool, what did they do? That's the mentality which you need to create, and we are on our way for creating that mentality. Dumped out against Real Madrid, what did we do? We came back last season and won all of the games and won the league. 2-0 down against Aston Villa with 15 minutes to go. What did we do? We won 3-2. So the club has it in the DNA to come back from things like that. And Jack Grealish has just shown with that block that he's slowly becoming one of us. He's slowly being ingrained into what it means to be a City player. This could be just the day that Jack Grealish has really announced himself in the City shirt. That block, that defensive block, that run through the midfield, and then that goal. Superb. Grealish had done everything today. Nine. It's a 10 by 10 performance today for Jack Grealish. And look at how solid the backline has become. My God, Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz, Akanji. You would say touch and go, but Manuel Akanji is actually, he's one or two steps ahead of the game always. Sometimes I guess it's not a lack of concentration, but it's just that over enthusiasm, and he just tries to be one step ahead and just he misreads the situation. Akanji. Otherwise, Akanji is one of the sharpest defenders. There are not many defenders around who play the game with who play the game with the mind and not the physical body. The very few defenders like that. And Akanji is not the physical, is not the tallest, but he just plays it in the mind, and they're very rare because when you get defenders like that, they give you an extra dimension, they give you an extra option, to, an extra way to view the game, and that is sometimes so important. I know that has its cons that you misread the situation, like for example today Kanji did with Salah, but you have to accept the baggage that comes if you really want to have in any person in any sort of a thing. So there'll be pros and cons, and that is the one con of Akanji. Vinicius' Pep system so difficult; it takes years to understand. But Haaland is built different. And Alvarez, what about Alvarez, Vinay? How different has Alvarez been built? How fast has he understood Pep system? Bang! It seems that Alvarez was born playing in Pep system. He just slotted into it seamlessly, right? He never looked out of place in a Pep system. Even the start of the season, Julian Alvarez. Vinay says, yeah, Alvarez too. What a gem we got for 18 million. And Arsenal fans were telling, why did you sell Gabriel? He is not Arsenal fans as well. All of the opposition fans, everyone was like, even pundits, a lot of pundits were like, why did you sell Gabriel? He provides you with the technical ability. But honestly, I think Alvarez is a step above Gabriel Jesus already. And that's a big statement because Gabriel Jesus has had what 5 6 years under Pep. He's a nurtured player. He's now an experienced player and staff actually. And Alvarez, already at this stage without much experience in Champions League and stuff, is already, I think, double the player with Gabriel Jesus is. That's full time. Very well done. Super victory. It has just got pumped me up so much. We really needed this victory. We really needed it. Otherwise, the title race would have looked pale. This is a time in the season when you want the momentum to be on your side. Because FA Cup knockouts are coming, semi-finals are coming. And then Champions League quarterfinals are coming, which are important, and the league race is just getting heated up. So very important game to win, quintessential game to win, I would say. And City have done it from 1-0 down, 1-0 down. Today we have seen a player truly becoming blue, truly becoming a citizen, truly becoming one of our own in Jack Grealish. The way he just ran back. I think he ran back twice, and once was to make the block. He took responsibility to run back. He matched Mohamed Salah stride for stride, even though he was, bit behind Salah. Salah had an head start on him. It's not because Jack Grealish is 90 pace, 99 pace or something. It's just pure desire, just pure endeavor, this pure endeavor and desire that drove Jack Grealish through there. And another thing, if you might have observed, Jack Grealish has not given a single ball away in this match. In the sense, single ball away in the sense that, there were instances last season where, he tried to dribble hard, then the opposition double up on him and they lose the ball. Liverpool tried to double up on Jack Grealish. But you know what Jack Grealish did? He just was playing one touch passing. So the moment Liverpool double up on Jack Grealish, the system broke down because your De Bruyne was in space, your Gundogan was operating in space, your Stones was in the middle, your Ake was making those runs. So suddenly Ake was an option, suddenly Gundogan was an option, De Bruyne was an option. He could switch it to Mahrez, he could play it across. So doubling up is not working on Jack Grealish right now. Alvarez was an option. So Grealish has truly arrived, I would say. Grealish has truly arrived. If we didn't identify it in the last 5 6 matches since the turn of 2023, I think this is the match where Grealish has arrived. He's truly feeling it. He's just feeling it like, yes, and the fans are also feeling it. You can see from the reaction, and Grealish is just parading around, one of our own. So this is just wonderful. They're showing the next fixtures of City. Sorry, they're showing the last 7 results of City. Bournemouth win, Bristol City win, Newcastle win, Palace win, Leipzig win, Burnley win, Liverpool win. So that's just fantastic. It's just been a fantastic evening for us. It's just been a fantastic match all along. I think one thing I'll take away from this match is our courage. It's a courage to come back. I know I've said it time and again, but I just want to say it again. It takes a certain kind of mentality to come back when you're 1-0 down and when you're under pressure, when you're not playing well. Yes, there are seasons. Arsenal been making comebacks and stuff. I know, but when you won two PLs in a row, when you've done it all, when you won four Premier League titles in the last 5 years, and still to have that hunger to come back in games when you go 1-0 down is a quality that separates, the absolute true champions who can do back to back and then again back to back, and who can try and lay a claim on winning three in a row. So that is a quality, that mental quality is just superb. How do you, Pep once said in an interview, how do you motivate, the interviewer asked him, how do you motivate them to, go again, because you won two in a row, you won back to back, not once but twice you won back to back. How do you then motivate the players to go do it for third time and so on? Pep said that I can't do anything. The desire has to come from inside. It's that fire, and once that fire dies down, it's difficult. I think that is the reason why Pep was unhappy, even though we did a fantastic comeback and actually won against Spurs. Pep was unhappy because he didn't see that desire and that fire until he scolded them. Until he brought them into the dressing room at halftime and reprimanded them. But here he did not have to do anything. Even though we went 1-0 down, we had the courage. We dared to dream. We dared to camp at the edge of Liverpool's penalty box, knowing that the threat of a ball over the top, a repeat of the first goal, was still possible. We dared to play our football, even though Liverpool were just doing one thing. They were leaving Gakpo high, they were leaving Salah high, and they were leaving Jota high. So, irrespective of what, see, the beauty of this victory is, irrespective of what has gone around us, we stuck to our system, we stuck to our principles, and that's a reward we have got for sticking to our guns, sticking to our principles. And another thing is, the football was mesmerizing. My God, when was the last time you've seen Liverpool feel helpless? Liverpool were not able to, in a way, round about that 75th, 80th minute, you could see it in the eyes of Liverpool's players, almost pleading with City that give us another ball. You keep that ball, but give it another ball. We just want to touch the football, please. You could almost see it in the eyes of Jurgen Klopp like that. So it is just fantastic from what City have done. It's this victory is not just a victory of 4-1. This victory is death by thousand cuts for Liverpool. And when City do that, you get a message that they are on form. They're longing for more. The hunger is there. So well done, and great start to this vital lap, to the last lap here, to the last and important lap in the season. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this. So it's just been fantastic, It's just been a fantastic evening. When was the last time at 5? I know against Newcastle we did that, but when was the last time we got such a convincing victory at 5 o'clock? Start early on Saturday 5 IST, and then you just have an entire weekend to be joyful, happy, and look forward to. See you guys and take care.